In today's video, we're going back to those fake hackers on Instagram, the ones you've probably seen in fake testimonials all over the comments here on YouTube. If you don't know what I'm talking about, consider yourself lucky. If you want to see an example, search for videos with titles like this one, How to Get Your Money Back from a Bitcoin Scam. And in fact, this is a great little video with lots of sound advice in it, but sadly the comment section is completely flooded with scammers. How do I know they're scammers? Well, one way to be sure is to talk to them and ask them for something that's flatly impossible, which I've done in previous videos. They promise results on pretty much anything you ask and then press for a fee. So how about we ask them for something a bit different? What happens if, say, they get a request from an alien entity with mysterious and possibly malicious motives? I baited a total of 16 scammers with this method, hosted by my new Instagram account, Alan Humid. And only one of those conversations went all the way to its logical conclusion. We'll look at that in a moment, but first a few fragmentary highlights of the other conversations. Most of them went something like this. Welcome to my platform. How may I help you?
We require human assistance.
Of what?
Procurement of certain metallic elements. Query, can you assist?
Yes.
You will procure gold, platinum, copper, mercury. Respond.
And the conversation ended about there. A few of the scammers tried harder. What country are you located?
Our locus cannot be described in your languages.
So how may I have helped you?
Procurement of certain metallic elements.
They are 17. What do you really want?
Metallic elements. Gold, platinum, copper, mercury.
All right, it will cost you 2,000 rupees.
Acceptable. We can manifest your physical exchange units.
But it was pretty difficult to keep them on the hook like this, especially if I tried to argue about payment methods. How can I be of help?
You will procure gold, platinum, copper, mercury.
Hope you know it's going to cost you.
Cost is of no importance. Specify your desired compensation.
$100.
We do not comprehend this method of exchange.
So what do you comprehend?
What is $100? Explain. Many of your customs are mysterious to us. Respond.
6,000 Indian rupees.
We do not recognize this value.
What do you recognize?
Angular momentum, dissociated unfused nuclei, fluid inertia, radiant energy in various frequencies.
Bye. Of course, as usual, most of them wanted payment in Bitcoin. I do accept Bitcoin payment.
We have studied this mode of exchange. It has no intrinsic worth.
So how do you want to get the pay to me?
We can exchange via your preferred mode. Only know that it has no intrinsic worth.
I prefer to be paid through Bitcoin. I think that's the easiest way of receiving any payment for me.
Very well. Proceed with procurement of metallic elements.
One or two of them tried to initiate video or voice chats.
Communication by vibrations in gas is not possible between us. In other encounters with your form, we attempted this. It damaged them. Thus, they were unable to perform the procurement task.
One or two of them engaged and promised they could source the materials I was asking for. What are the list of metallic elements you want me to procure for you?
Elements known to you as gold, platinum, copper, mercury.
What's the quantity you want?
Gold quantity 2 cubic meters, platinum quantity 1 cubic meter, copper quantity 17 cubic meters, mercury quantity less than 1 cubic meter.
May I know your current location so to determine the logistics details?
Our locus cannot be described in your languages. Logistics are of no consequence.
Very well then, give me a minute to put figures together to certain the cost implication of the entire merchandise. By the way, what's your precise location at the moment? And another video chat.
Your concepts of location and time are meaningless to us.
Nearly all of these scammers bailed out after a few rounds of this sort of conversation. Only one of them went the full distance. We'll take a look at that one after this short break to answer one of your frequently asked questions. Today's question is, why do scammers frequently pretend to be ministers of religion? This one applies more to the email-based scammers that are the real bread and butter of this series. And I think the simple answer is the scammers are trying to sound trustworthy. And in doing so, they often inject an absurd and mismatched assortment of bona fides into their setup. For example, a scammer might claim to be a minister of religion, but sometimes use conflicting titles from separate denominations like father and pastor in the same title. Or the scammer is a bank manager or a high-ranking government official and the business is being carried out on behalf of UNICEF or the United Nations or Oxfam and has been overseen by the FBI or the International Monetary Fund. Basically, it's keyword stuffing. The scammers are just throwing in anything they can think of that will make the message sound more official and trustworthy. Of course, this makes the end result very ridiculous when it's carefully picked apart, but they don't intend their victims to do that. They're aiming for victims who skim the message, see some important keywords and a big number with a currency symbol alongside it, and react without digging much deeper. Why people do that is a topic for a different FAQ, but it's more common than you might imagine. Maybe without realising, you even do it yourself with some of your emails, especially those that appear to be from trusted contacts. Anyway, back to the scam baiting. One scammer went the whole distance. Here's that conversation in full. Hello, welcome to my platform. How may I be of service?
We require human assistance.
Sure. What sort of service?
Procurement of certain metallic elements.
Sure, I have those. What elements?
Known to you as gold, platinum, copper, mercury.
Okay, that will be expensive. What's your payment method?
We can exchange value in the following forms: angular momentum, dissociated unfused nuclei, fluid inertia, radiant energy at various frequencies.
Bitcoin? You can use Coinbase to send Bitcoin. Coinbase.com.
We do not comprehend this method. We have studied it in detail. It conveys no value.
Where are you from? What country?
Our locus cannot be described in your languages.
Okay. PayPal?
We do not find it convenient.
Who are you with?
Query not understood.
Where are you? Who is with you?
Our location cannot be expressed in two-dimensional symbols.
Okay. How can I help?
We require metallic elements. You will procure metallic elements.
Okay. How much do you want?
Gold quantity 2 cubic meters. Platinum quantity 1 cubic meter. Copper quantity 17 cubic meters. Mercury quantity less than 1 cubic meter.
Okay, that may be hard.
Hardness of element is intrinsic property.
What? Who are you?
Our nature cannot be understood by your form. In other encounters we revealed our nature to humans. This damaged them.
Okay, you're joking. Funny.
Joke concept is not comprehensible to us.
Right, so how are you going to pay?
We can exchange value in your chosen form if necessary.
Okay, Bitcoin. I will send you a wallet.
Very well.
Where are you?
Our locus cannot be expressed in your languages.
Sure. I need to know where to ship the metal.
Transportation is of no consequence. We will retrieve the elements via dimension flexure. You will specify the retrieval location.
Okay, send $500 Bitcoin to this wallet.
Specify location of metallic elements and stand by for retrieval. Dimension flexure retrieval may cause damage to surrounding area.
Send Bitcoin. Okay?
We suggest withdrawal to a safe distance.
Send Bitcoin.
This host requires a period of dormancy. Resume. Specify location of metallic elements.
What? Who host?
Our human host is Alan Humid.
Please explain, okay? I don't know what you want.
We require metallic elements.
Who are you?
Our nature cannot be described in two-dimensional symbols in this medium.
What? What medium?
We operate this host Alan Humid for interaction with your species. What the host Alan Humid knows is accessible to us, including the knowledge and vocabulary of host Alan Humid. However, extracting this knowledge causes damage.
What do you want? I have lots of other clients waiting.
Clients are of no consequence. We require metallic elements.
What?
Known to you as gold, platinum, copper, mercury.
Okay, I can get those for you. It's my job of years now.
Very well.
When do you need them?
Immediately.
Okay, that's going to cost a lot.
Cost is of no consequence. We require metallic elements.
Okay, what are you going to do with them?
Using the metallic elements, we will manifest our physical presence in your world.
What?
Our purpose is to serve humans.
Okay.
It is a cookbook.
And that was the end of that conversation. In some of these, it feels like the scammers might have been playing along knowingly, but I think most of the time it's just that fake hackers on Instagram will go along with anything and will promise anything you ask for if there's hope of payment. None of them are in the slightest bit interested in delivering their promises, so don't be fooled. Anyway, I hope this was a bit of fun. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.
And I bet don't tell me